and we're here for our open mic for all of you guys, for secret singers and not so secret singers, and a couple of people just listening in, and I'm really grateful to have you all here. And if you're watching the recording, thanks for watching, and please come and join us in person the next time. So today, the format of today's session is whoever feels like they'd like to go will get a chance to share their song. Okay, the rest of us will have a listen in, and we'll have a chance to give some comments at the end if you have anything to say. Obviously, encouraging comments rather than criticisms, please, today. And then we'll just go through everybody and have a bit of fun and get to know each other a little bit. So Andy's volunteered to go first. Andy, would you mind telling us a little bit about how much singing you've done in the past? Give us a little idea of where you're coming from with your voice first.
Yeah, I don't sing very often, but my family would sing a bit when they're out, sort of thing, at events, different events, weddings and stuff like that. So it's really just I've sang a little bit at, just amongst friends at weddings, you know, at the end of the night. But I wouldn't be the best singer or anything like that. So I'm just trying to learn a few songs, and so I can confidently stand up and sing at the end of a night out, just to make it more crack. The older you get, the more you need to be able to sing. Well, I find a few songs to entertain a bit, So I don't want to let the side down. So I've done this on the sly sort of thing to kind of learn a few songs, basically. So,
well, you're very welcome.
Yeah.
That's your story.
Yeah.
So let me just mute everyone else. I'm going to mute all, which means I'm going to mute you temporarily, Andy, and then you can have to unmute yourself again, and I'll spotlight your video as well, if that's okay.
I don't know what that means. That's fine. Yeah.
That means that you come up if you want to. Yeah, it just means that everyone can see you.
Should I stand up for it or not?
If you'd like to, yeah, but you don't need to. I mean, you've been practicing sitting, so.
Okay, well, let us go for it. Okay, I'm just going to sing a song, and but I'm going to sing it my way. So, and now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain, my friend. I'll say it clear. I'll state my case, for which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I traveled each and every highway, and much more than this. I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and much more than this. I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew. And through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and spat it out. The record shows I took it the blows and did it my way. I've loved, I've laughed and cried, I've had my fill, my share of losing, and now, as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way, oh no, not me, I did it my way. But what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to do the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows and did it my way. That was it. That's it.
Nicely done. Very happy with that. Anyone would like to give feedback, just unmute. And Anya, would you like to go first?
I certainly would, Andy. That was gorgeous. You have a beautiful voice, and you were able to sing without your eyes closed.
It's actually easier with your eyes closed sometimes, isn't it? But yeah.
I mean, to sing on your own there, like raw and vulnerable with no music behind you, because I'm used to hearing that with almost like an orchestra behind it.
Yeah.
And you hit all the notes beautifully, and you're going to sound great on the next night out. Go for it.
Yeah, I said I'm probably better with a few drinks and a bit more surround,
it all helps. It all helps,
and all that crack going on, like so. Yeah, but
well
thank you
done,
for that.
And you. Go for it. Yeah,
well, that's a milestone anyway to get that done anyway, just to get one belted out. Thank you very much.
Good for you.
Thank
Joy?
you.
Yeah, that was wonderful. I can't believe that you got all of those notes, because I was humming along to you singing, and there was a part where I had to drop the whole octave when you just kept going right up there, Andy. Well done.
It's hard. Thank you. Yeah, it's hard to get the high notes sometimes for a man, I think. Yeah.
Chris?
Yeah, and it was great. I know to sing Sinatra in and of itself is amazing, and
I can't hear you very well, Chris.
No, okay. Go ahead.
No. Just give yourself a moment and get a bit closer to the computer or whatever you need to do.
Check 1, 2. Can you hear me now? Hello.
Yeah, it's just a bit muffled. I'm not sure exactly why.
Okay, sorry.
No problem. It's definitely some sound is coming through. Go ahead. We'll listen carefully. Go ahead.
It was good, Andy. To sing Sinatra anyway is difficult, but to do it a cappella with no backing track, like was said before, with an orchestra, that was spot on, man. Spot on.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. And that's coming from a musician, so
you can see all the musical instruments there in the background.
Backdrop.
Paula?
Oh yeah, Andy, that was really good, and you had it all off the words and everything. So
thank you very much.
Much practice to it in public.
I just have to learn a bit better, I think, maybe a tiny bit, but no, thank you. I got it through.
It's just practice, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Under pressure.
Yeah, at Aideen's class, I sung that last week. I attempted it, but it's really for a man singing it, isn't it?
What's that?
Like I did one practice with Aideen in her class this week.
Yeah.
But I said it's really for a man singing it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, I don't think so, but it is a hard song to sing.
Yeah.
Peter?
Yeah, no, Andy, firstly, great to meet you. And also, that was fantastic. I really got to say, like, I found myself kind of almost, without realizing it, just swaying my head along what you're saying. Your voice is very nice to listen to, and I found it very both relaxing, but also like did a lot of justice to the song. It was really good.
Okay.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Colette? You need to unmute.
Oh yeah. Hi. Lovely to meet you. I really enjoyed the song, and I could hear Sinatra as well, which was fun. But the thing I suppose I noticed was I really liked it when you showed emotion in your face when you're singing, and that really brought it even more to life for me when you did that. So I really enjoyed that. Thank you so much.
I think if I learned the words a bit better, I'd be able to get into it a bit more as well. I've only really sang it once straight through before, like today. So, and that was today.
There's a lot of words in it.
There is a lot of words, a lot of verses. I might skip one if I have to at some point, but yeah, thanks.
Ellie?
Hey, Andy, nice to meet you. I enjoyed it. Sorry, you can see me. I always feel a bit guilty to be in the darkness. But yes, I really enjoyed it too. I imagine myself in the same condition. I see that you have been able to follow the song with the right tune and congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks very much. Thank you.
Well done, Andy. It was really good.
Great.
Yeah, and I think it's your repetition is one of the key things with learning. So you're doing it in front of a crowd was extra pressure, but you still managed to get the words right, you know, so you got through the whole song. There wasn't any problem. You were able to keep it going even when you were unsure as well, which, you know, is amazing. So
thanks, Aideen. That's great. Thank you.
I think what Colette is saying as well, you know, most people, they really just want to feel that emotion from us, you know, there's anything would be forgiven if you can pull a heartstring, everything else is forgiven. So who'd like to go next? No one wants to. No one jumping up and down in excitement. Anya, would you fancy going next? Would you mind?
Yeah, I can go next. I think I might stand. My posture would be better. Is that okay?
Yeah, if you'd like to. Yeah. So just muting everyone else in case of feedback or anything like that. And I'm going to spotlight your video there. So there's quite a few Irish people in the room tonight. So I'm going to sing Come by the Hills, and it's all about Ireland and how nice it is, kind of subtly. So I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to maybe start with a little bit of tin whistle music. Come by the hills to the land where fancy is free, and stand where the peaks meet the sky and the larks meet the sea, where the rivers run clear and bracken is warm in the sun, and the cares of tomorrow can wait until this day is done. Come by the hills to the land where life is a song, and stand where the birds fill the air with their joy all day long, where the wind sways in time and even the wind sings in tune, and the cares of tomorrow can wait till this day is done. Come by the hills to the land where legend remains, where stories of old fill the hearts and may yet come again, where the past has been lost and the future is still to be won, and the cares of tomorrow can wait till this day is done. Come by the land to the place where fancy is free, and stand where the peaks meet the sky and the lochs meet the sea, where those rivers run clear and the bracken is gold in the sun, and the cares of tomorrow can wait until this day is done. Yeah. Beautiful, lovely job, Anya. I love any song about Ireland lately. I even wrote a little poem about it. So songs about how beautiful Ireland is are top of my list. Beautiful job, really beautiful. Your voice is coming along gorgeous. And anyone want to give any feedback? Just unmute and then I'll know you're up to say something. Peter?
Yeah, no, that was beautiful. Honestly, I was transported. I know I'm in Ireland, but I was transported to an even better Ireland, and that was honestly, that was lovely. And I thank you for sharing that. That was lovely.
Thank you, Paula.
Yes, beautiful. Did you sing a song before that you were going to sing at your daughter's wedding or something?
I did, my son's wedding, yeah.
Oh, sons, oh yes. And how did it go?
It was lovely. As I was saying at the beginning, I don't have a recording yet, but I sang What a Wonderful World.
Yes. Oh, beautiful.
And I was able to hit all the notes and sing it confidently. And where they were signing the register was about 3 foot from me, so I was able to sing it to them, which was lovely. Mm-hmm.
Gorgeous. And your voice now is really beautiful as well.
It's getting
better. You could have
better.
sang this one as well.
Yes, thank you.
Well done.
Thank you
Ellie?
for, yes, I thank you for this song. I really enjoy this type of tunes. I was learning the chant a time ago, then I give up, but it's nice to hear even the whistle, and your voice was really lovely, and you hit all the tunes. In fact, very nice. Yeah, just because you said it.
Thank you.
Very.
Joy?
Thank you so much for singing it. It was the words just really came alive for me. My grandmother was from Donegal, and so I just I was transported too. That was the word. And I love the way at the end that you just slowed the whole thing down to really appreciate that repeating line of everything can wait until this day is done.
Mm-hmm.
That was beautifully executed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Andy?
Yeah, I thought that was very good. Put me into the shade there. No, it was a lovely song, and like you're a very confident singer, and like if I heard you out somewhere, I'd be very impressed as a singer. You're a confident singer, so I think you're lovely kind of tone to your voice, and in parts of it that you had an Irish sort of sound to your voice there in parts of it, certain notes and stuff like that, which is very nice. So I thought it was very good, very competent, and lovely to listen to. As the others said, you kind of got transfixed in the song.
I was with my sister in Lahinch last August, and I said I'd love to be able to sing properly, and she said you can sing, and I said no, I've no confidence to sing. I'll sing in the shower, I'll sing in the car, I'll sing anywhere there's nobody. And she said, I have the person for you. And she recommended Aideen, and I did 10 lessons with her, and I just got over that whole I can't sing thing, because it was.
I think it's just probably doing it a few times, isn't it? The
voice is in my own head, really, more than anything.
Yeah.
So big thanks to Aideen for that. So it's nice to hear that you thought I was confident, because I'm not really.
Well,
that was very good. Yeah.
Nobody can feel what you're feeling on the inside.
No. Mm-hmm.
Colette?
Well, I loved the tin whistle. That was lovely. And for me, it just brought me back to listening to people sing. And I kind of felt I was in your kitchen and you were singing, and it had a lovely session feel to it. Like it was very, very, very intimate. Like the song just felt like there was a group of people around you and we were just listening to you. So it was absolutely beautiful. So thank you.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Chris, you didn't say anything yet. I don't know if you're available to say anything, but just giving you the option.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we can hear you much better now.
Okay, good. I had to set up a mic because my monitor's not working very well.
Okay.
It was great. It was great because I think I'm Irish. I don't know for sure. I'm a redhead, so I think it must be. But it was really pretty. You have a great voice, and to hear, kind of a native Irish song was cool.
Thank you.
Nice job. Who would like to go next? Shall I pick on someone? I know. Colette, had you thought of bringing a song, or are you just listening today? Oh, sorry, I muted you by accident there.
I think I wouldn't mind a lesson before I sing, because after listening to these two guys, I wouldn't feel ready at all. But yeah,
good. I wanted to give you the option anyway. You know, you're welcome.
Yeah.
So how about Chris? Do you have access to the camera, or is that off the table now since you moved to the new microphone? Chris, would you like to go next?
Sure. Hold on one second. I was doing a quick fix. Give me 1 second.
Sure. It's always good not to rush yourself, you know, before you sing. I think a lot of people kind of feel like, oh, I've been asked now, I need to start like in 2 seconds. But actually those couple of minutes that you take to collect yourself, to think of the song, to get your guitar out, whatever it is nobody minds that, you know. We all need a few minutes before we get started. So take the few minutes you need if you're starting to sing and you're a bit nervous. Chris, if you like, I'll ask someone else to go next until you get yourself ready, okay?
That'd be great. Sorry, I'm having to switch back and forth between the mic and the computer. Yeah, please go ahead and have somebody else, and I'll go in a minute.
Okay, great. So Ellie, would you like to go next?
Okay, I was thinking to go sort of last because I want to sing a bit strange song. But it's okay. This is a popular Italian of the South, so it's a dialect song, not even in Italian. And so even if I'm in Ireland, I play something completely different. And there are 16 riddles. It's called actually Ritornella, that is the riddle. And it's speaking about, I tell the story a bit because it's lovely. The swallow fly, that is basically, there is somebody calling the swallow to go to reach the beloved person and to find it, because I think there has been many, apart all this COVID, these separations, the war, and the actual castaway that happened just now. A lot of people, 700 people died in Greece now in castaway just yesterday. There is all these people splattered around the world, separated by their beloved persons. So I don't know, I found myself singing this song. I found it back, this song this summer, and I had it into my head like a sort of a chant, and I was singing it to the cows and the sheep here in the country, and I found it lovely. It's a pity that there is I have no sound. Maybe I'll do a percussion to make it a bit rhythmic because it's a bit long, but I prefer to sing it all because it's a bit ritualistic. For me, it's nice to sing it, so I try. So sorry for again being invisible, but I try. Turinina chi fai, Turinina chi fai, lumaru maru, o ritornella, Turinina chi vai, lumaru maru. Ferma quando ti dico, ferma quando ti dico, due parole. Oh ritornella, ferma quando ti dico, due parole. Corri a agitare il blu, corri a agitare il blu, sospira mari. Oh ritornella, corri a agitare il blu, sospira mari. E vidiri si ti risponda, e vidiri si ti risponda, lo mio bene. Oh ritornella, vidiri si ti risponda, lo mio bene. Non mi rispondano, non mi rispondano, è troppo lontano. Oh ritornella, non mi rispondano, è troppo lontano. E sotto una friscura che sta dormendo. Oh, ritornella che sotto una friscura che sta dormendo. Poi si ripicchia poi si ripicchia non canta gli occhi. Oh, ritornella, poi si ripiglia non canta gli occhi. Si strugge l'occhi e lì, si strugge l'occhi e lì, passa l'ucchianto. Oh, ritornella, si strugge l'occhi e lì, passa l'ucchianto. Pigliano mucaturu, pigliato mucaturu, lo valavu. Oh, ritornella, piglialo mucaturu, lo vai al lavu. Poi ti lo spanno all'u, poi ti lo spanno all'u, però di rosa. Poi ritornella, poi ti lo spanno all'u, però di rosa. Poi ti lo mando a Napoli, ti lo mando a Napoli a stirare. Poi ritornella, poi ti lo mando a Napoli a stirare. Poi ti lo cucchio alla, poi ti lo cucchio alla napolitana. Poi ritornella, poi ti lo cucchio alla napolitana. Poi ti lo manno poi ti lo manno vento a portare. Poi ritornella, poi ti lo manno vento a portare. Ventù va portacello, ventù va portacello, allo mio beni. O ritornella, ventù va portacello, allo mio beni. Mera che non ti cada, mera che non ti cada per sopra mari. Poi ritornella, mera che non ti cada per sopra mari. Che perdo li sigilli, che perdo li sigilli di sto cori. O ritornella, che perdo li sigilli di sto cori.
Wow, Ellie, that's just so, it's hit me in my heart. Like, it's just very emotional, and I could feel like that you had a beautiful cry in your voice, you know, that brought a lot of emotion in. I found it very compelling, actually, the way you sang it.
It's not simple because for me it came now because I was singing to somebody, and I realized that when I sing it on my own it's difficult because the song is very monotonous, so you get easy to get sort of a boring, but the lyrics unfortunately are not clear. I would like even to tell a bit because I discovered it in time. It's not simple because it's all in dialect. Is telling all the details basically of this person that is asking the swallow to reach the beloved that is sleeping under a tree, and then is waking up crying, and is sending handkerchief to dry his tears, and then asking to bring them so she can, he or she can wash the handkerchief, then put it on drying on a rose tree, and then this is going to be tied up, brought to ironing in Naples, and bring around, and then is bringing all over the sea. And telling not to drop it because to the wind, is telling the wind to bring it and not to drop it because he will lose the signets, the stamps of love. So it's
on the handkerchief. That's amazing. Yeah. Let's get some feedback from anyone that wants to let us know what they got from it. Joy?
Yeah, thank you for that. And actually, I didn't find it boring at all. I really enjoyed the rhythm, and I noticed that the first two lines repeated themselves. And then there'd be the third line was like a new line, and then you combine the two together for the fourth. And just even though it was a dialect, picking out little words like that they'd gone to Naples, because I heard the Napoli, and I think that was almost like a crying, the breaking in the voice, so much sincerity that I was tuning into that and not needing to know all of the information. But thank you for filling me in on the background. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Paula?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it, even though I didn't know what it meant or any of the understanding of it, but I just liked the voice and the singing of it. And the dialect was just unusual for me, but it was just lovely.
Thanks.
Anya?
Yeah, again, I was wondering what the lyrics meant, but I could figure out that it was something very meaningful. And I loved how you rolled all the R's. There was a lot of that kind of in all of the verses. And it sounded like a plea for something. So I'm glad that you explained it, and thank you. That was so different and lovely.
Yeah, thanks. I choose it intentionally for this. It was nice to share it. Thanks.
Anyone else? Colette? Andy?
Yeah. No, I thought it was nice to hear something like different to what we'd usually hear. And I thought your voice was very emotional at times, particularly towards the end of it. But I didn't find it boring at all. Actually, I thought it was quite melodic, and the repetition in it was interesting as well. It was enjoyable to listen to, so that was very good.
Thank you.
Colette?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I could see what you mean about the beat, like that and I started to get into it. Like I could see why you needed to continue to the end. I liked the complexity of the sound, and because I didn't understand the words, but and the different emotions. There just seemed to be a lot happening. It almost seemed like a song that you would need to reply to. Like it was like there could be a partnership, like one person could sing one part and the other person could sing another. So it was very intriguing. Thank you.
Thank you. It could be anyway that this is made in this way. It's a bit twisted because recently they found that these lyrics, but it's not really known how was the original composition of the song. So it could be really because there are something that is possibly said by someone else. Thanks.
Yep. Chris or Peter, want to say anything quickly? Chris.
That was really great. What dialect was that, or language?
The language is Calabria is a south of Italy region, so it's a south east of southwest of Italy. The south that is touching Sicily, basically. And there is some influences from Napoli accent as well. So it's Italian dialects.
It's really pretty.
Ancient dialects as well, because it is a song that has been found back very recently, but is not known. So.
It was very pretty.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful. Peter, there's still time to say something if you're there. And if not, we will move on to Chris if you're feeling ready now.
Okay, let's see if I can do this.
Peter, want to say something quickly, or?
Sorry, yeah, I had some people coming in and out, so I couldn't have my camera on. But I was listening into it, and first of all, thank you so much for that. It was absolutely lovely, and also, I don't know, your breath control and everything, and it was really amazing in that. I gotta say, and the tone and the annotation that you had with all of the words, I was just. I wish I could have understood it like better, because it was really nice. Thank you for sharing it.
Thank you very much.
Great. So Chris, you're up. Chris, you wanted to give us a little background on your voice and the singing that you do?
Sure. So I'm Chris, and I've been singing for about 10 years, and I'm a singer-songwriter and working on my first record. And so this song is going to go on the record. And so I just want to play it and get feedback on it. And it's called Nothing to Lose. And so I got nothing to lose on this in front of you guys. But I don't know if you can hear my guitar. I'm going to play it low and just see if you can hear it, because it's a rocker.
Oh yeah, we can hear it.
Does that blowing your face off?
No, it's perfect. Nicely balanced.
Okay. All right, cool. So it's called Nothing to Lose. She hated high school, always felt invisible. Late at night, looked in the mirror, hated the eyes staring back at her. She couldn't see the beauty inside. It's hard to live when you feel like you're dying. So don't give up. Just believe you got nothing to lose. Just forget what they say. Just believe you got nothing to lose.
Chris, you're breaking up a bit. I think do you have your original sound for musicians on or off?
I do have it. It was on. It went off. Good Lord.
Start again fresh. That was a good practice run. Yeah.
Zoom is killing me.
I know it turns it back off again if you change or leave or all those things. So.
Okay, is that better?
Yeah, it'll be better. I didn't notice how bad it was. It was only when the guitar and you were coming in together that you were the guitar part was dropping out, and it sounds like it's so good. I didn't want everyone to miss out on that. So sorry for interrupting you. Let's go.
No,
again.
no, I'd rather it's better if it's not working. Yeah. Hey, can you hear that? All right, here we go. All right, I got nothing to lose. She hated high school, always felt invisible. Late at night, looked in the mirror, hated the eyes staring back at her. She couldn't feel the beauty inside. It's hard to live when you feel like you're dying. So don't give up. Just believe you got nothing to lose. Just forget what they say. Just believe you got nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. Come on. In the distance, he saw her, so close but a million miles away. Frozen with fear, feet going nowhere. One more time, let himself down again. He couldn't feel the strength inside. It's hard to live when you feel like you're dying. So don't give up. Just believe you got nothing to lose. Just forget what they say. Just believe you got nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. Don't give up. Just believe you got nothing to lose. Just forget what they say. Just believe you got nothing to lose. 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 Nothing to lose.
Well done. Very
Thank you.
nice. What a great
Thank you.
song.
Thank you.
Very nicely done. The guitar complemented it perfectly. I'm sure you'll get a few comments like that. Who would like to? Paula, first one
Yeah.
unmuted. You must be excited to say something about this.
Yeah. Chris, I just admire you for writing your own song, playing your guitar, writing from the heart, and then singing from the heart. So it's
Thank you.
really great to hear you doing that, and you enjoyed it so much. I'd say.
Thank you so much.
Great, Anya.
I'd like to echo all that. It was great. I remember your last song, I think, was about the traffic jam. Is that
Yes.
correct? Yeah. And I just really enjoyed both of them. They were from the heart and obviously about real situations. And I just commend you on that. It was lovely. You have your own style and you rocked it out. So thank you.
Thank you. The international sign for rock.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This one.
That's
Joy.
Yeah, what was a pleasure was to see how much you were enjoying singing it. And so that can only be from you writing it and it owning it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Andy?
Yeah, very catchy song. The guitar was obviously a nice accompaniment. Being able to play the guitar is great. And I could imagine that song in a crowd being played. It would be, you know, I know the lyrics. It would be good fun. I know the lyrics weren't all, like, I suppose, all good fun, but they would be good fun dancing around to it as well. I think it'd be a popular kind of upbeat sort of song. So it was very good and very competent. And great that you were able to write a song yourself and play guitar to it as well. And it was very catchy. So it's great.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Colette?
Well, I think everybody has already said everything. So I'd say it's a really complete song. I liked it so much, I wouldn't have minded another verse, actually. But I think that's just me being greedy. I don't think you need another verse, but I liked it because I wanted to know more about the story. I felt there was a story there and I was nosy, you know? So you got my curiosity. And I love the balance. I don't know the words for it, but the balance between the dying part and nothing to lose, like it seemed to balance the song. You know, right. I liked that, if that makes sense, you know? Well, so thank you.
Thank you. I'll let you in on the second verse is autobiographical. There's a movie that came out, it's been years ago, called Talladega Nights with Will Ferrell. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but he plays this redneck race car driver, and it's a comedy. And the lady that plays his wife's name is Leslie Bibb, and she went to the sister high school here in Richmond, Virginia that I went to. And I had this like crush on her in high school. And so in that verse, when it says, in the distance he saw her so close, but a million miles away, was actually true. I saw her like half a block away and was like, "Ugh," and had no strength inside to say something to her. She ended up winning a national model search with Oprah Winfrey at 17. And that's how she became a famous actress in high school or in Hollywood. And I'm still not, but so that was autobiographical. The first verse is all made up.
Good talent spotting skills there, Chris.
Right. Yeah.
Peter?
Yeah, no, Chris, that was great. Writing your own song and performing it was fantastic, and the hook really got me. And just still going through, don't give up. It was really good, and I could. It was. I think it definitely. I agree. It is a complete song. I could definitely hear it very easily, either on the radio or even on one of the albums that I listened to. I can really good. Thank you for that.
Thank you so much. It means a lot. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, 10 years time, Peter, you'll have your own complete songs to put in your first album. You never know.
You can. Hey, I'm living proof you can do
it. Ellie.
Yeah, can I say that this way of singing was so smooth, so familiar, like if it was a song very natural came out. It reminded me of Peter Gabriel, actually, something very fresh. I enjoyed it a lot. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, well done, Chris. Very nice. I loved how the guitar and the voice seemed to be calling and answering to each other as well, and how you changed the riff up at the end as well. Your breakout section at the end was slightly different, and you enjoyed playing the guitar a lot as well, which I think we all enjoyed how much you got into it as well. So you're definitely doing the right thing.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for your patience with my technology issue.
Oh, no, that's always good. Paula, would you like to go next?
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yeah.
Yeah, Grant, I was always able to sing, but I never had the words of a song to sing as a party piece or that. And I wanted to be able to sing in a group or, maybe in family gatherings or something. So I joined Aideen's class during the COVID on Zoom. So that's when I started to be able to sing one song at a time. There's plenty of tips from Aideen as well, helped. So now at the moment I'm doing, my latest one is My Way. And another one I'm practicing is Wonderful Life and Somewhere Over the Rainbow. But I'm going to do one that's a blast from the past. It's probably the first one that I rented Aideen. So here goes. South of the border, down Mexico way. That's where I fell in love when stars above came out to play. And now that I wander, my thoughts ever stray. South of the border, down Mexico way. She was a vision in old Spanish lace. Just for a tender while, I kissed the smile upon her face, for it was fiesta, and we were so gay. South of the border, down Mexico way. Then she smiled as she whispered, mañana, never dreaming that we were parting. And I lied and I whispered, mañana, for our tomorrow never came. South of the border, I rode back one day. There in a veil of white, by candlelight, she knelt to pray. But the mission bells told me that I must not stay. South of the border, down Mexico way. Ay, 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 ay.
Loved hearing that again. Love it. Every time you sing that bit about, you know, she's got the veil and she's praying and da da da, I'm like, it just comes alive for me. It really does. I love that song, and I'm glad you came back to it today. Who would like to say something and offer some feedback? Peter?
Yeah, Paula, thank you for that, firstly sharing, but also like you have a very unique ability to like paint the like lyrically, the voice matched the lyrics so well, and it was I don't know, like and maybe it's just the delivery, and it suited very well, but it was like I very much was hooked on every word, you know, and I was very much kind of entranced by the song, so thank you for that.
Brilliant. Thanks,
Yeah,
Paula.
look at that. This big smile from Paula. She's taking that compliment. She's delighted to hear that. Andy?
Yeah, I thought it was very nice. I thought you have a very sweet kind of voice, and you know, I definitely would like to hear that if I was out somewhere or something. It's just a very nice, sweet song, and you performed it very well and confidently, and it seemed it was easy to listen to, and pleasant and nice. So I thought it was very good. It's well done.
Joy?
Yeah, thanks, Paula, because I could really hear the words well, and you took me south of the border in the way you presented it.
Thank you.
You're a storyteller, Paula. Anya?
I haven't heard that song in years, and you sang it beautifully, and you have your party piece. It was great, and I agree with Andy. You know, I'd only love to hear that at the end of a party when a little sing song starts. So you have it nailed. Keep going.
Thank you.
Chris?
It was really good. I really enjoyed it. I'm just you know, really impressed with people that can just sing a cappella. That's just not my thing. So it was really, really good. You have a great voice.
Good. I'd love to be able to play guitar as well.
Trade off. You can teach me.
We need each other. Yeah, Chris and Paula, you can practice now and play together. That would be nice.
Yeah.
Colette?
Yeah, thanks, Paula. That was lovely. I really enjoyed that. Like you have a lovely warm voice, and then your song did, as people said, took me south of the border. It reminded me of when I lived in Tucson, and I could feel the heat, and I was just very relaxed. You know, it was lovely, and I could, you know, it was just a lovely song. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Thank you.
Beautiful. It was really great. Ellie?
Thank you. It was lovely to hear it. And the only thing I was thinking is maybe you had the possibility to be louder, sometimes to be more free, to not need to say soft. It was lovely soft as well. The way you were singing, there is the sweetness of this. But I don't know if there is, if you wanted to have it, I don't know if it's shyness or it's just the fact that you played it in this way to be soft. But I just imagine if it could be louder, a bit more in the space.
Okay.
To see the space. This is the only thing that was coming to, but it's lovely because you have been able to sing it all in a very nice, it's like a sort of lullaby, something sweet.
Thank you.
Very good.
Practice that with Aideen.
Yeah, we can practice it louder the next time, Paula.
I'd love to hear Somewhere Over the Rainbow as well.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to give it a go, Paula?
I'd love to hear it.
No pressure.
We'll come back to it at the end if we have time.
We're working on the lullaby of it, aren't we, Aideen? The lullaby. Yeah.
Absolutely. We want to make things, want to pull the heartstrings. That's always what I love to do. Peter, would you like to sing tonight?
I'll give it a go.
Yeah, this is what it's for, you know?
Yeah.
We can't hold it against Chris that he's been practicing for 10 years and he sounds so great and he's going to have an album. Do you know what I mean? We can't hold it against him. That would be rude. So we just have to do what we do wherever we're starting at. And you're this is one of your first times. You've done an open mic before though in person, haven't you?
Yeah, and when I was younger, I played a bit of guitar with a group, but yeah, I suppose that getting out singing, especially in the past couple of years, has been something that I've wanted to do but never really been able to push myself out to do. So maybe this will be the start of many. We'll see. Who knows? Or maybe it'll be the last one. Who knows?
We're all going to want you back. I can tell you that already.
I was thinking I'd do
whenever you're ready, Peter. You can play. Yeah, if you play your guitar, if you like, whatever you feel.
Okay. Stick the song for musicians on. I'll try this. I'm trying not to be too loud because I don't want to deafen anyone. I'm not sure how the mic is probably fine.
We all can turn our volume down if we need to, Peter, so don't hold back. Ellie said she wanted things louder, so you can go loud if you want.
Okay. Short earphone cord is the problem. I see, the less the world impassions me. The hungry heart, the roving eye, have come to rest and not apply. The frantic chase, the crazy ride, the thrill is gone, and I step aside. I believe in anything were enough for you, showing me by just existing. Only this is true. I love you. I love you. Without question, I love you. The more I want, the more I steal. The more I hold, the less is real. All worldly things I follow blind, in hope not faith was paid in kind. The line is drawn, the change is made. I've come to you, I'm not afraid. I believe in anything were it not for you, showing me by just existing. Only this is true. I love you. I love you. Without question, I love you. That was it.
That was really good. Your voice sounded really, really, really good. Excellent job. Really nice. Who'd like to say anything? Chris, maybe you go first.
Yeah. Don't stop singing, man. You can sing for sure. And the guitar sounded great. I was actually listening and fiddling around on my guitar, trying to figure out what key you're in, and noodling along. I was like, who did you write that song? Or
no, it's Elton John. So I'm a big nerd. So there's a cartoon that me and my sister used to watch when I was a kid called The Road to El Dorado, and he did like the soundtrack for it, and like they did like a fast kind of almost flamenco version of a lot of his famous songs, and this is one of them. So it's kind of in that kind of faster style, because the normal one is very much slower, and I don't keep up with it very well. So the faster one I just enjoy more. Without question, yeah. Without
question. I've seen Elton twice, so.
Cool. Oh, great guy to see at the concert.
Yeah, keep doing it, man. Keep doing it. It's really good.
Thanks.
Paula?
Yeah, Peter, you have a really great voice and play the guitar so well. But it's really, just sing the love song and keep up singing.
Thank you.
Yeah, keep up singing.
Anya?
Peter, that was gorgeous. A real nice love song. Personally, I struggle to work on the riffs and runs, and you have them so naturally. They're just there in every third word. I'm so envious that you just roll them out, or maybe it wasn't always that way. I don't know, but it's inspiring to hear how naturally they sound like they're coming to you. So well done, really good. I could listen to lots more from your voice. It's gorgeous, and your guitar.
That's very kind. Thank you.
Andy?
Yeah, really nice tone to your voice. You can definitely very strong singer. I'd say you could sing whatever you put your mind to be honest. But definitely a quality to your voice. You know, during the song, you could hear very perfectly hit notes and stuff like that. So like, it was very good and very very capable. And obviously, you can play the guitar as well. But I'd say you could sing. I didn't know that song at all, I have to say, but I definitely enjoyed it. But you definitely could sing it millions of different songs. I think your voice is very good.
Thank you. Thanks, Andy. Yeah. I mean, Aideen will say I definitely aren't able to sing a lot of things yourself, but I
think, yeah, we all underestimate what we can do when we're starting, but I think we all need to remember that our instrument is our instrument, and Peter, you have a really good instrument. And it's just learning to use it and starting to build confidence in it. Like I was thinking of Johnny Cash, some of those low notes sounded really rich. And you went for it on those higher notes as well. You were really you gave it socks, and I really enjoyed hearing all of that. So don't play it down. It actually was good what you did. Colette?
Well, I loved it, Peter. I think your voice sounds like honey. I was like, wow, he's like really good. And when he said Elton John, I could hear. I remember he did a video a long time ago. It was set on the in Nice. I can't remember the song now, sorry, but once you said Elton John, I could hear his voice in it, so you're able to do what he does, which is extraordinarily difficult. Like, I don't even know how to describe what he does with his voice, going up and down and in and around, and you're able to do that. Like, it's really fantastic. So thank you so much.
Thank you. That's lovely.
Joy?
Yeah, thank you, Peter. It really had a lot of richness to your voice and the guitar. So right from the beginning, I was with you, and I'd love to hear more.
Thanks, Rob.
Ellie?
Yes, very warm and passionate. I loved the interpretation and the harmony that you had with the guitar and the voice. Really coming, it was really reaching. Very, very nice to hear.
Oh, thank you very much. I would have liked to do a cappella like how you guys did, but I just I don't have the first, I don't have the confidence in the keeping rhythm, and the guitar also is, because I'm used to the guitar more than singing, I suppose, a little bit. It's like a shield a little bit. So
yeah. But it sounds good.
The guitar with the guitar and singing is a bit more difficult.
Yeah, so the guitarists think they are using their guitar as a crutch, but actually it's very impressive to hear someone play and sing at the same time. It's multitasking galore. So I wouldn't play it down if I were you, Peter. I think you did an amazing job. So we're coming close to the end. I mean, Joy and Colette are going to have to come back and sing the next time, but they didn't want to sing tonight. So because we've got a little time, I thought I'd sing for you. And I'm doing a gig tomorrow for a birthday party, and I promised, I put on my set list that this song would be a maybe. And Ellie will remember me singing it. It's called Skylark. It's a jazz tune, and I need to practice it. So I haven't practiced this. You guys are my practice run, but I do know the song pretty well. So hopefully it'll go okay. Skylark, have you anything to say to me? Won't you tell me where my love can be? Is there a meadow in the mist where someone's waiting to be kissed. Skylark, have you seen a valley green with spring, where my heart can go a-journeying over the shadows and the rain to a blossom-covered lane? And in your lonely flight, haven't you heard the music in the night? Wonderful music, faint as a will-o'-the-wisp, crazy as a loon, sad as a gypsy, serenading the moon. Skylark, I don't know if you can find these things, but my heart is riding on your wings. So if you see them anywhere, won't you lead me there? Thank you. Anya? You were already unmuted, actually. I heard you
Sorry,
clapping.
was I?
Thank you.
That was gorgeous. You went past some very sharp notes there, just so sweetly and beautifully, and very impressive, gorgeous, very sweet. I actually recorded you here, so that's why I was back and forth to my phone. So I can listen to you again now in a few minutes.
No,
Thank
thanks.
you.
It's those jazzy notes, you know, they're tricky.
Yeah, but you got them really sweetly, so well done. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Paula?
Yeah, beautiful lady, and very confident, and just I could see you, like, thought you were in a movie there. Could imagine you being in a movie.
That was always the dream, was to be in one of those Hollywood movies.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
And dance
Yes.
around in someone's arms. And yeah, for me,
That's
jazz,
what
it was actually about those shows, those
Mm.
you know, musicals, actually, not the real jazz.
Yes, very good.
Yeah. Thank you, Paula. Andy?
Yeah, hi, sorry. No, obviously really, really nice to listen to that. I'd say it's a complicated song to sing. I would say if I tried that now, it could be a bit pretty messy. But that was very, very nice to listen to, and obviously, you know, there's real quality there in your voice. And as somebody said there, you could imagine it in a film or something like that. Somebody singing like that. It was really, really, really nice.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, lots of practice. Lots of practice. Joy?
Yes. You know what I really loved was seeing your face. And there are moments where you closed your eyes, and then other times you looked right out at the camera. And so I found that engaging, because you were speaking to the skylark, but imagining it. But then I felt that we were all included. Your presentation was beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, that's a trick, you know, to kind of look through the camera that we don't do sometimes on these kinds of Zoom things. So thank you for noticing that. And, you know, it's cool. Chris?
Well, there's a reason that you're a coach.
Coach, yeah.
And it was really good. And so much so I had to take a phone call, and when I couldn't not do. So I've got, you know, a family member in one ear, like blah blah blah, and I'm like, listen to Aideen. Like, that sounds really good. What? Oh, okay. We got like a family member in the hospital, so I'm trying to get the report, and you're like, listen to Aideen. The report sounds really good. So I'm sure you'll do well on your gig. You have a nice voice.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Anyone else want to say anything? Peter?
Yeah.
Ellie. Oh, Peter, you go first.
Okay. Yeah, no, just if I agree with Chris. There's a reason you're the teacher, and yeah, no, that was really really good. It was very. It looked effortless for you, but I mean, but it's only from like being so confident and mastery over what that song, what you're wanting to do. It was very impressive, and like Joy said as well, the interaction that you had and the eye contact with the camera was a great performance.
Thank you, Peter. Ellie?
They say about the movie, but I say about the moving, because it's very moving. And I heard you before, in fact, as you said, and every time it's very moving. I have this, because you have this softness that I was speaking before with the other lady, that is going sort of deep, and that is going through, penetrating into the wood, just going very, very nice. And it's always moving.
Oh, thank you, Ellie. Yeah, that's one song. So it's great to have at least one song that you kind of know really well, because it can come back to you quite quickly then, and on the spot you can be able to. Did everybody say something? Colette?
Oh, hi. Well, I liked the first opening notes. Like, it was just this real feeling that came from it. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but like this, you know. And then afterwards, it's funny you were talking about the movies, because I started to see Moonstruck with Cher when you were singing. And I wasn't thinking it's a song like, you know, it's a more like a big pizza pie. I was thinking of the backdrop. It was navies and dark and sunlight, the moonlight and things like that. So it was very atmospheric. It was lovely. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're so welcome. Thanks for helping me practice, you know. I needed doing it once today means that tomorrow I'll feel a little bit more confident. Anything to do with the voice is all about repetition, as you guys know. So the more you do it, the better you get. And each of you did it tonight, so the better you're getting. And anyone who's still listening, you will be next. We'll get you singing sometime. So that's it for today, and we'll do a little bit of we'll go around the room and just, you can say your goodbyes or anything that you've forgotten to say, or if you wanted to mention anything else, you're very welcome. And then we'll sign off. And Paula, would you like to go first?
Yes, just the singing classes have made all the difference, and it's very enjoyable. And as you say, practice is good, and the warm-ups that you do, they're really important, because if you don't do them every day, your voice is not going to be at the peak for the high notes and the low notes. So thanks very much for all your coaching.
Oh, it's been a pleasure, Paula. Paula, I have to tell you, she's always impressed me, because she'd only been singing with me a couple of months, and she wanted to sing at a wedding. It was your son's wedding, I think. And so nobody sang a song at the end of the night, and they were about to leave. So she literally stood up and said, "You can't go yet. I'm going to sing a song." So to me, that's all. If you can have that kind of confidence, Paula, I've done my job well, because that's really what it's about. It's about understanding that your song matters. And even if nobody's expecting you to sing, and even if nobody's asking you to sing, sometimes there's a time and a place for you to say, I have something to share, you know. So I'm very proud of you.
Oh, thanks, Aideen. I was going to have to come back the next week and say I did it.
Yeah, exactly. I was holding you accountable.
I defaced you.
Good. Anya?
I really enjoyed this evening. It's lovely. I mean, I practice probably 4 or 5 times a week, and I practice in the car. And really, it's little use unless you can kind of air it to people who appreciate it, and to people who maybe are on the same level as myself. So I feel very comfortable and safe here, and kind of in a similar space to you all. So thank you for listening and for your lovely comments. I've really enjoyed the last hour and a half with you all. It's been really good, and it's a great start to my weekend. So thank you.
You're welcome. No problem. Ellie?
I thank you for doing this, I know that you've done it before, but I am always somewhere else. But I really enjoyed the sharing, the knowing of any personality, any kind of. Everybody has his own word there to sing, and it's so nice to share it. I think it's very nice to do this together. I you know, is a challenge as well. So that's why I'm happy to participate singing, because it's nice to listen, but it's even nicer to put yourself in the middle of the circus. Very much anyway.
Yeah, well, you're welcome in my circus anytime. Peter?
No, actually, similar to Ellie, this has been something that I've been meaning to go to, and I just never have, and I'm very glad I did, because I got to hear like all of your wonderful voices, and yeah, and also to do a bit of performing and to hear feedback in it. And I think Annie said it very well. It does feel very safe and, you know, welcoming, and it's a very comfortable place to come into, and I just thanks for the opportunity for that. Yeah, you're all wonderful, and I'm glad you all are taking this journey and developing your voice. I think, you know, we should all be singing, because there's a lot to be singing about. So.
That's a profound statement, Peter.
Yes.
We should all be singing, because there's a lot to be singing about. I need to write that one down.
That could be one of your lyrics, Peter.
There you go, yeah.
Right.
Well, mine, it's recorded, it's mine.
It's yours, it's yours, it's yours. I won't steal that.
It's okay.
Who'd like to say goodbye next? Andrew? Oh, Joy, go ahead.
Yeah, I like that you create this space. It feels very safe, and that everybody's practicing in their own ways, whether it's in the car or to the cows in the pastures. That's what, and I was just going to say, I don't know if I even sang a very short dedication for that. We were all together, and to send that energy and peacefulness that we've created with whatever's going in the world. We came together for this time and focused on really our voices and our hearts and our sincerity and our vulnerability. So if I do that, I use an iPad, so I didn't see any way that I could change it to original sound. I don't know if it makes a difference only for music or for.
It won't make a difference for you. It matters more when there's a guitar or another instrument or backing track. So if you'd like to sing something now, go ahead.
Yes, it's just at the end of our meditation groups, then we would do this, and I feel this is a really beautiful, peaceful group. So, dedication of practice, may the merits of our practice benefit all beings and bring peace.
Lovely.
Lovely, gorgeous, really nice. Andrew, back to you.
Yeah, just I thought that was I think it's very useful just to be able to belt out a couple of songs in front of a few people. I think it'll be beneficial for me anyway. The easy, so I think it's just really nobody's voices sounded bad. I think in my head sometimes I feel like my voice sounds weak. So, but
you're just breaking up a little bit, Andrew. It seems the internet on his end might be a little slow or something. Just to say, Chris had to leave, but he said, unfortunately, I have to leave, but I would love to stay. Thank you to you all for sharing your talents, and best wishes to all of you. Andrew, you broke up there. You were saying you think your voice is weak, but it's not true.
No, I just think sometimes you think you sound a certain way, but people don't.
hear the internal dialogue, I suppose, what's going on in your head. Like, I think just get up and sing it. And I suppose the more of this that you do, the easier it sort of seems to get. So it was a good. I'm glad I did it. So nice to meet everybody.
Yeah, I'm glad you did it too. I'm really glad you did it. Colette, last but not least.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm kind of blown away. And it was beautiful listening to everybody's different voice and what they were saying in their song, you know, in their singing. And yeah, you've created a lovely, safe place for people to sing, and it's such a beautiful experience. So it's wonderful. It's great.
Well, it's my pleasure to be here, and to, you know, what I used to say to myself was, I want to be a singer, but I can't do that. I used to say that when I was 28, I said that, and I'd been singing from childhood, and I had been in a couple of musicals. I'd had a lead role in a musical, and in my head it was still this big thing, being a singer. But actually all of you are singers. I am a singer. You know, if you sing, you're a singer. And when I started teaching, I realized how rewarding it is to give people a space to sing, because that was my deepest wish, was for me to have a space to sing. And now I have more opportunities to sing, and it really gives me some of you along in your voices, and it makes me very happy to create a space for everybody today. So thank you all very much for being here. We couldn't do it without you being here, so you all made time for it. Thank you. That's it.
Thanks everybody. Thanks, Aideen.
Bye everyone.
Bye. Nice to meet you, everybody.
Yes.
Bye. Nice to meet
Thank
you
you.
all.
Bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye everyone. Bye Peter. Bye Ali.
Thanks everyone.
Thanks for coming on, yeah.
Bye.